Hello, it's Charlotte, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. In today's video, I am going to be showing you how to rename an image in a blog post for better SEO on your Squarespace website. So whether we are talking about the blog post's featured image or thumbnail image, or an image that actually is used in the blog post itself, then I'm going to show you how to not only figure out what the image name is, but then also how to rename it for better SEO, so that when Google crawls and indexes your website, they see those images in the blog post and they're like, yes, we get what's going on. This is better. And that can help you to rank the blog post better. So if that sounds like something that you are interested in learning, you want to see an example of how that's done, then watch this video. I'm going to walk you through all of that in just a second. So without further ado, let's dive right on in. I'm going to share my screen here. And before we begin, I wanted to let you know that I have a Squarespace SEO checklist, and you can grab a copy of that. It's linked down below. And this Squarespace SEO checklist is for anyone who is either a complete beginner at Squarespace SEO, you're just starting out, you want to make sure that you have an idea of what to do. Where do you start? What even goes into Squarespace SEO? Then I've got all of that included in the Squarespace SEO checklist. But also, if you are maybe a bit more intermediate, you've been at this a little while and you want to make sure that you have not forgotten anything or left anything off the list, then grab a copy of this Squarespace SEO checklist too, because it covers all of that for you. So beginner to intermediate, everything you need to know about Squarespace SEO is in this checklist. So grab a copy down below and thank me later once you get started. So let's dive right on into it and talk about images in your blog post and optimizing them for better SEO. So here we go. This is a demo Squarespace website that I have here. It's in version 7.1, sorry, version 7.1. But if your website is in 7.0, then the process is pretty much going to be the same. So it doesn't matter which version you're on, you can still watch and see. It might look maybe like a little bit different, but same, but different. You're smart, you can figure it out, okay? So when it comes to an image in a Squarespace website, the important thing to know is that there's two main ways that the images are used. The first one is there's like the featured image of the blog post, right? And you can see here that, there's just like this little featured image section. So let me show you that one to begin with, okay? And then we'll talk about the images in the actual blog post itself. But first up, the featured image or the thumbnail image. So in order to get there, you're going to click on this like three dots to open up the blog post settings. And here in the blog post settings on the content tab, you'll see there's a featured image field. And if you're on Squarespace version 7.0, it might be like the thumbnail, the blog post thumbnail or something, but it's like basically this same section. Okay. And the thing about the featured image here is odds are it's going to, well, always, it just has whatever the original image file name is that you've uploaded. So if you kind of didn't know about SEO before and the image is like a bad name or something, then you're going to have to rename the physical file and then re-upload it into this field. So if you're like, what does that mean? Let me show you. Okay. So this image here is, I've got it here on my computer. This is just like a random beach house that I pulled from Unsplash, okay? And you can see that the like physical file name currently is this like blah, 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 unsplash.jpg. So if I want to name it for better SEO, I would call it something like, again, it's a fake business. So Coastal Construction Limited, Central California Coast, renovation firm, or I don't know. And then maybe you would call it like the Blakely beach house on Malibu Beach or something, right? So you can see it's three parts to the name. Like what is it? What are we telling Google? So first of all, your brand, your business name. The second part is kind of like what it is that you do. And then the third part is like, what is the image actually showing? And you see how now the image has so many more of those keywords. It's way more valuable to Google, right? Yes, we love that. We love that. Okay. And another thing that I'm also going to do while I'm here is just toggle over and see what is the size, like what is the file size of that image. And right now it's nice and small, just at, what is it, 103. So we love that. It's a good small size. But if it was a large image size, then maybe I would use a tool like TinyPNG. and I would just compress the image, okay? So again, this is a free tool. Literally all you do is like, well, I can show you, I guess. I'll just show you. Just drag it and drop it here, and it's going to compress the image, okay? So you can see now it's dropped the size, but it still has a good quality. So now what I'm going to do is come back here to the blog post featured image or thumbnail, and I'm just going to remove the old one. And then in its place, I'm going to drag and drop the new optimized name, okay? And then once that is done, I'm going to save the blog post so that the now properly named image file name is the one that stays there, okay? So that's great, that's a wonderful start. But now let's talk about the actual images in the blog post itself, okay? So again, imagine, in this case, I'm just gonna show you how to do it with a basic image block, but you might also be using like a gallery block or something. But for just simplicity's sake, let's talk about if you have an image in the blog post itself, okay? So what I'm gonna do, again, first I'm gonna open up the image, and what I'm gonna do to begin with is check what is the current image file name, right? What is the current name here? So again, you can see that it's that same old, not optimized thing. So in this case, what I can do, I have two options. First of all, I can just delete whatever is in the file name and then kind of like write it out. So like new image file name goes here, right? So do whatever. Or because again, you can see, remember I already renamed it. What I can do is just delete the old one with like the bad name and then drag and drop the image that has the better name in place. So if you guys are taking a blog post and you're fixing both the featured thumbnail image and any images in the blog post, if it's like the same one, then that's what you're going to do. But if it's a different image than what's in the thumbnail, then again, just come down here to the file name and like replace it in there directly. And once that's done, you're going to click save, and voila, there you go, all finished. Okay, so there you have it. That is a nice short and sweet video that shows you how to not only figure out what the image file names are in your blog post, whether it's a featured or thumbnail image or an image in the blog post itself, and also show you how to rename it for better SEO and then replace that properly named image onto your Squarespace website's blog post. I hope that was helpful for you. And if you want to learn more about how to rename other types of images or images in other places on your website, whether it's in like a banner or heading image, an image on a product page, on a like sales page, services page, about page, whatever, then I have lots more videos about that here on my YouTube channel. So just like do a search for those. And also over on my website and blog and here on the YouTube channel in general, there's lots more content about like Squarespace SEO and web design and development and online marketing and business. So take a look at those ones too if you are interested in any of those topics. And that's it for now. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you again soon in the next video. All right, thank you. Bye.